He was the breakout star, the Duke of Hastings in Bridgerton. Now he's back on our screens in the new action thriller, The Gray Man. Welcome, Regé-Jean. Welcome to GMA.
How's it going?
It's going great. So what does it feel like to go from heartthrob to villain?
I mean, it feels great. The joy of villains is you get to just relish them. I'm just kind of, with this guy, with Denny Carmichael and The Gray Man, I'm just leaning into relishing how deliciously devious he can be. Because the joy of villains, if you do them right, is that audiences get to enjoy escaping their own niceness through you. They're like, oh man, imagine if I could be that bad, and just you want to almost have a taste of it in your mouth, you know?
Is it good for you as well as an actor to be able to make
Oh yeah, it's just I mean, hopefully, it's a holiday for myself. Like I take all the things that I like about myself, put them in a little box, just shove them under the seat today, and just kind of let rip. And then you go home and you get to be nice again. It's a little holiday from Britishness, essentially.
Let's give everyone a look.
The Gray Man, their predecessor's idea. He funded a program to recruit hardened criminals, commuting their sentences in exchange for a lifelong commitment to the agency. Assets were chosen for their skill set, lack of family, and plausible deniability. Identities permanently destroyed. Nameless assassins with limited morality. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I'm in.
I tell you right now, that accent is not wrong. That's a good American accent.
Very much. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that all day long.
Well, how hard was it to develop, and how do you work that into your character?
It kind of comes the other way around. The character tends to grow the accent. So, like, it's all just part of building the character. You think about, who is this guy? How did he get here? Why does it make sense for him to be here? And so with Denny in particular, I thought, you know, I want something a little bit blue collar and East Coast going on. I want there to be a sense of aspiration. Because we talked to, like, this guys from the CIA who shall remain nameless. And, like, the level of focus you would need to rise to his position as quickly as he has. Right. Gave me this idea of just someone who is so incredibly aspirationally focused. And so I was like, okay, what can I do with this? And the accent kind of tends to grow out of that, you know?
Well, you worked with Chris Evans in this one.
Yep.
Your upcoming film, another Chris Pine.
Just collecting Chris's.
But how much fun Dungeons and Dragons?
So much fun.
Oh my gosh.
The most fun in the world. I mean, both of these projects were such a treat. It's just limitless imagination. There's nothing that the Russos haven't done on screen, but the thing about Dungeons and Dragons, it is the home of playing with what if. Of like, what if you could swing a sword and slay dragons and go all around this made-up world and kind of do it with this band of rogue, useless people and still come out on top, you know? I feel like that's the true American dream to me.
And of course, for a lot of people, their dream was Bridgerton. You and Bridgerton, the Duke of Hastings. It's been 2 years already,
wow.
But what do you say to all those fans, though? They're still clamoring and waiting for you to come back.
I mean, I'll take the compliment that's built in there. I'm so glad that they had a good time and they want more. But I think that, like, Shonda and I are still super proud of how we stuck that landing. Like, much like we were talking about playing villains, like, Simon started from a very dark place. He was emotionally broken. And the fact that we had this beautiful redemption arc, so everyone feels so good about him. He is now married, he's got kids, he is emotionally available and communicating. They lived happily ever after. We're not going to touch that. You know what I mean?
So, Gray Man co-star Ryan Gosling here last week. He has one of the quirkiest senses of humor for morning television I've ever seen. Yeah. Same on set?
Very much the same on set. The man's hilarious, but in a very kind of dry way. Like the whole trash stash thing, I'm pretty sure that was a Gosling original. Like he just improvised between takes in ways of taking down Chris Evans' character Lloyd, who is delicious, by the way. One of the best movie villains we've seen in years. And Gosling would just like come out with different lines each take. Like he'd be like, yeah, you hit like a Lloyd. Like I think that's a Gosling line, you know what I mean? And so you never quite know what's going to come out of his mouth, but you always know that he's very, very witty. And the same with both of the Chris's. Like incredibly charming, intelligent, generous creatives who are just so sharp.
I bet you they would say the same about you. Thank you for coming in.
I hope so. They paid me for that one.
Gray Man is streaming on Netflix now.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.